Welcome to Post, SHOWstudio series that gives you a condensed kind of panel. So if you don't have an hour, you can watch it in 5 minutes and see what our experts thought about a particular fashion show. We just watched live Prada Autumn/Winter 19 show, which I think was fantastic, but I don't want to influence our panel. And I'm going to ask our panel a last question. So what do we think Miuccia did with this show? And first of all, did we like it? Did we have some highlights? But I would like to know if you saw the anatomy of romance that she talked about in her invitation.
For me, I absolutely loved it. I thought it felt romantic, but then it also felt very spooky and very hard as well. I think taking these very kind of classic women's wear shapes, like the fitted dresses and the open busts, and then kind of tearing them apart a little bit, which made you feel this sense of kind of what it was before, and it took it to a completely new place, which I thought was really special.
I enjoyed sitting and watching this panel with the people I'm sat next to, because I don't watch that many fashion shows, so to sit and watch it with people that enlighten me a little bit to what's going on actually was brilliant. From a set design point of view, I loved it. It was, relatively simple but perfect for what we were, for complementing the clothes. I thought that if you want to say like the sort of Frankenstein theme, if you like, of taking, Frankenstein's all about mixing different body parts up and creating one thing. I think that we saw, with the help of the people either side of me explaining, we saw like different looks being smashed together, and I really enjoyed seeing that. And then by the time the show had finished, I liked the fact that the set really complemented the rest of the show and really made sense.
I really liked the whole world, and I always like a Prada world anyway, but particularly this show, for me, was beautiful. I think that the boots were amazing. They were so beautiful. I liked the challenging nature of the boots compared to some of the, I guess, softer elements like the flowers, even though they're not really soft.
That's the same closer, actually, those boots.
Definitely. But I mean, as a makeup artist, watching shows, I'm always kind of, I often kind of miss a lot of the clothes, which is kind of bad, but I kind of just watch the faces and the bones, the bone structure. And I think this makeup and the hair was so beautiful. I liked the combination of the hair and makeup. I liked the straight lines and the partings and the slickness and the braids and the makeup and the no eyebrows. And it kind of felt to me like quite classic Prada, but a little bit of a transformation and maybe a little bit cuter somehow. But I mean, yeah, for me it was a very, very nicely put together show. I mean, it looked slick, chic. I'd want to wear everything, to be honest.
For me, I love the show. I mean, everybody likes a gothic romance, and I think Shelley's Frankenstein was a good kind of analogy of combining what she's trying to say in her messaging, about kind of the world that we live in, and probably about this idea of, piecing things together, and her kind of idea of love, which I think is quite important for everybody to think about these days.
So overall, very positive comment, but how couldn't they be after a show like this? I think, like Miuccia herself said in an interview recently, love and romance is all we need. And that's her way of showing it. And Frankenstein was a very lonely man in search for love. And probably that's all, this is the link between what she did with the man last month and this incredible show. I particularly liked the textures and her use of lace, which is supposed to be this romantic material that she reworked with her own way, the khaki and the light blue, but some white with the flowers that were half printed and half in 3 dimensions. So I haven't seen it from close, but I thought it was fantastic. The clashing of music, you know, these weird, almost ironic choices, and I thought it was probably Miuccia Prada at her best that I've seen in some times. I mean, not that she was never good, but it was particularly good. So thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to SHOWstudio's channel on YouTube. And please do not forget to leave your comment. We really love to hear what you think. Goodbye.